Live from Red Zone Weather, this is a severe weather alert.
A new tornado warning has just been issued as of 1:04 p.m. for southern Covington County. This is an active tornado warning, meaning you've got to do something about it and take action to protect yourself if you are in southern Covington County. Good Saturday afternoon to you. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson. Been a long night, a long morning. We've had damage along the way, and we could have damage right now in southern Covington County as we are dealing with yet another tornado warning on this Saturday afternoon that is valid until 1:30 local time. This tornado warning does include Lockhart and Florala, and so if you are at Lockhart or Florala, we need you to go ahead and get to that tornado safe place right now. What that means is you want to get to the lowest floor of a well-built, site-built structure and put as many walls as you possibly can between you and the outside world. Let's zoom in and show you exactly who's involved in this tornado warning. The possible tornado is actually very near the state line right now, coming out of Laurel Hill, really north of there at this point. And this is basically going to move just like that. And so on that trajectory, this is going to be very near or perhaps just to the north of Florala and areas near the Florala Airport on 331 over in southern Covington County. Again, current time is 1:08 p.m. and this is an active tornado warning for the southern part of Covington County. Let me stress though, if you are in Andalusia or Opp, I realize you've got heavy rain, but this is not for you. This is for the far southern part of Covington County on this Saturday afternoon. So again, possible tornado right in through here, moving to the northeast, and on that trajectory, it's going to cross US Highway 331 south of Opp, likely south of Oneika, somewhere between Oneika and Florala. And if it holds its strength downwind, this could be an issue perhaps for Coffee or Geneva counties. It looks like this circulation is going to pass far enough south of the city of Opp that this will not impact the city of Opp directly. But we are calling no travel at this point on US Highway 331 south of Opp in Covington County, all the way back down to Lake Jackson and Florala. Tiny tornado warning polygon. Covington County is a large county here in south central Alabama, but this polygon basically only includes Florala, Lockhart, and areas near Watkins Bridge in southern Covington County. This thing is moving to the northeast at about 30 miles per hour. And we expect that this warning will not last very long. So again, watching this possible tornado in Covington County on this Saturday. Again, we have had damage across the region over the last few hours. Damage back in Escambia County, Alabama, and Bruton and East Bruton has been fairly extensive due to a potentially significant tornado that tore through there earlier. We've also had confirmed damage in Conecuh County over the last several hours in the form of trees coming down. Damage also in Pace in Santa Rosa County. Also had some damage in Shamuckla. Several other places across the region. So again, watching this possible tornado this afternoon in southern Covington County, and we'll go ahead and zoom in because again, let me stress one more time that for folks in Andalusia, you are not involved in this active tornado warning. This is strictly for the southern part of Covington County. Let's actually go over to the velocity product and we'll be able to show you exactly where this thing is. Right in through there. This is basically on top of Alabama Highway 55, just to the northwest of Florala. Right on top of Alabama Highway 55, south of Libertyville here in Covington County, very near Watkins Bridge and that community right in through there. You can see some lightning strikes, which often indicates a growing mesocyclone in these tropical situations. When you see a cluster of lightning strikes around a mesocyclone, that can often let us know that strengthening is indeed happening with this thunderstorm as it continues moving off to the northeast at about 30 miles per hour. If you know someone in Watkins Bridge, also areas near Florala, Lockhart, Lake Jackson. They're in southern Covington County along US Highway 331 and along Alabama Highway 55 and Covington County Highway 4 that connects Wing over to Florala. If you know anyone in that general area in the southern part of Covington County, we need you to call them, we need you to text them, or we need you to tag them, or maybe even all three to get their attention, as this is a tornado warning due to a potential tornado in the southern part of Covington County. This is the last, most likely, of the severe weather for today. This is probably the last warning. We have an active severe thunderstorm warning that continues for central Okaloosa County. Let's actually go back to the live radar, and we'll go down there quickly and show you that. This is not a tornado warning, but you are having intense thunder and a very heavy rain happening near Deerland and Dorcas, just to the east of Crestview along Interstate 10, near the rest area out here. You've also got County Highway 2 that runs north to south in the eastern part of Okaloosa County. Very heavy rain associated with that severe thunderstorm that could be producing wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. But again, we are here because of this. This is the tornado warning in southern Covington County. Again, just to get your bearings straight, you're looking at southern Covington County. This is going to be 137. This is US Highway 29, where 29 and 137 split right there at the market. That area is not involved in this active tornado warning. Also, if you're at Wing right here, you are not involved. Basically, from Givens Bridge back over to Florala and Lockhart. It's not on the map, but Lockhart sits right here on Alabama Highway 55 going up to Watkins Bridge. That area is involved in this active tornado warning due to a possible tornado lifting off to the northeast. In fact, let's go back over to the velocity view, and I'll tell you this. This data suggests that this circulation center may be misbehaving a little bit and kind of riding the edge of that northern boundary of that polygon. So we'll have to see if the Weather Service opts to issue a new tornado warning to kind of compensate for that, because you can see what's happening here. That mesocyclone is clearly moving to the north as opposed to the trajectory of the polygon, which was more to the northeast. And so we'll see if we get a new tornado warning for central Covington County. Wouldn't be shocked based on the signature if we did. On the same token, however, I wouldn't be shocked either if they let this go, because the signature has ramped down a little bit over the last few frames. We'll keep watching it until we get rid of the warning one way or the other. And again, this is the last of the nasty weather for today. This big band of showers and thunderstorms has been working its way across our region. Let's see, basically since, before 5 o'clock this morning. That's the best I can do because it's been such a busy morning. This thing was back in Mississippi early this morning around 5 o'clock. And so we're now at 1 o'clock, and thus, 8 hours later, it's moved across our region, and it's about to move out into the Wiregrass and into the Florida Panhandle region. I do see that there is a severe thunderstorm warning in progress right now for much of Walton County. Both the northern and southern end of the counties involved in severe thunderstorm warnings for Walton County. But again, the only tornado warning in the entire great state of Alabama right now is in Covington County. You see those two boxes over in Georgia, but this is a tornado warning for southern Covington County. And again, this is a signature that has really broadened out over the last few frames. And when I say broadened out, what that means is the mesocyclone on radar is not as potent as it once was even 5 minutes ago. And that's a good thing for our friends in Covington County. And so if you're watching in Covington County, there's a real chance that there perhaps was a tornado down here around the state line, but as it lifted northward, it probably lifted. And so with a signature like that, that is just not a classic tornado signature. There could be some wind with this storm, capable of knocking down a few trees perhaps, but not like it was even 5 minutes ago when it was a robust mesocyclone that could have been producing a tornado. And again, it's going to be interesting to see what the Weather Service does here, if they're going to let that go or not. And so looking at a situation where we have an ongoing tornado warning for southern Covington County, but again, just shooting it to you straight, because that's what we do around here. That area of rotation is now north of the polygon, and so really you may have some gusty winds around Onika, Hornhill, Babby, maybe around the Andalusia Op Regional Airport, which sits right here. You've also got Libertyville right here. So again, in those areas that I just called out, you could have wind gusts as high as, say, 40 miles per hour with a signature like that. In fact, let's put the probe out and see what the radar is telling us with those values. And keep in mind, these are extrapolated values because these would be above the surface of the Earth. In fact, at this height, I bet the radar beam is hitting this storm probably at about 2,000 to 3,000 feet. And so maybe 65 mile per hour wind gusts, maybe that high, but I kind of doubt it because, again, that's probably in the atmosphere as opposed to what's happening on the surface of the Earth. Generally speaking, wind values are not going to be as strong as what you see there depicted on the radar. Looking at our friends at the National Weather Service and NWS chat to see if we have any updates. We don't as of 1:17 p.m. Let's go back over to the big radar system. And again, we have been working, I don't know how many tornado warnings on this Saturday. It started this morning down in Mobile County, and then we had another one in Baldwin County, and from there, just about every coastal county has had a tornado warning at some point or another, in addition to Monroe, Conecuh, and Escambia counties today. So it's been an active day in terms of tornado warnings due to Tropical Storm Claudette, which continues to move to the northeast at a rapid clip at about 12 miles an hour. Let's go to the local radar and let me put this in motion so you can get a grasp for the situation, because again, this is the last band in terms of the severe weather today. There is a narrow band of rain back behind it that could be producing gusty winds and maybe some heavy downpours, but you can clearly see the heavier bands of rain associated with this outer rain band of Tropical Storm Claudette. The center of Claudette, by the way, is back in through here. Hard to believe because there's really nothing back here on radar, but yes, indeed, center of Claudette back in through here in Louisiana and Mississippi, and all this mess is out on the eastern flank of this, that volatile eastern flank of this landfalling tropical storm. And as the phrase always goes, the east is the beast and the west is the best. You want to be on that west side if you have to deal with a tropical cyclone. The east is the beast, and that has been the case today with multiple tornadoes in addition to gusty winds at the coast and also very heavy rainfall. When I stepped outside of our studio about 2 hours ago after that long round of tornado warning coverage, I was absolutely shocked at how much rain we had received here in Brewton, Alabama, where I am. We had flash flooding conditions, and my whole yard was completely flooded, unlike what I had seen in a long time. And so flash flooding is a serious concern after this big batch of storms moves through Covington County as well. Could have isolated nuisance type flooding, not rising to the threshold at this point of getting a flash flood warning by the Weather Service, but nonetheless, you may have some nuisance type flooding in Covington County. So again, the storm has moved out of the polygon, and now we have a new tornado warning. This is going to be a new one for Covington County. And this is a brand new tornado warning that is going to likely include the city of Opp. Let's see there it is. So it does include Opp. This is the brand new tornado warning, and this is going to be on the board until 1:45 local time. And so, again, a brand new tornado warning including the city of Opp. And let's go back to the Velocity product, and I think you'll be able to see exactly why the Weather Service has opted to continue the warning. Again, you're looking at southern Covington County. That new polygon is going to be right in through here, and that right there is your possible tornado. This is going to be an issue for Opp at this point. What happened here, the circulation kind of veered to the left of the average flow, and it's now moving toward the city of Opp, in addition to Babby, Hornhill, and Oneika. And so, even though you were not previously involved in the tornado warning in the city of Opp, now you are. And again, this is for the city of Opp. Tornado warning for Opp, Oneika, Babby, Hornhill, and this one is on the board until 1:45 local time. Just updating our Red Zone Weather app alerting system there for our good folks in Covington County. You likely just got an alert. And again, possible tornado is basically coming up on the city of Opp. And so I realized that there were probably some folks that were watching our feed about 10 minutes ago when Opp was not included in the tornado warning polygon, but that has now changed. This is a new warning, and this is going to include all parts of the city of Opp. And so if you are in Opp, you need to be implementing your tornado safe plan right now. What does that mean? It means you need to get to the lowest floor of a site-built structure away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you possibly can between you and the outside world. Again, this is for Opp. This also includes Oneika and areas near Babby and Horn Hill. Make it happen. Get to that tornado safe place if you are at Opp, Oneika, Horn Hill, or Babby. Doesn't matter specifically where you are in Opp. If you have an Opp, Alabama mailing address, you need to be getting into that tornado safe plan right now. And I would encourage you, it's so monumentally helpful. If you know someone in Opp, please tag them in the comments below so that they will know that they're under a tornado warning. Call them, text them, do whatever you need to do. It is so vital for you to be the hero. I can stand up here and talk for hours on end about tornado warnings, but unless the folks get the message, we got a problem. So again, tag the folks in Opp, Oneika, areas near Babby, Horn Hill, anyone you know, be that hero. You can be the hero. You could save someone's life and let them know that there's a possible tornado coming into the city of Opp from the southwest right now. And so, with that said, we would encourage absolutely no travel at this point on US Highway 331 from Rose Hill all the way back down to Florala right now. Eastern Covington County is a mess anyway with these thunderstorms, but now there's a tornado threat for Opp, Oneika, and areas near Horn Hill. Basically from the Andalusia Opp Regional Airport points back to the east, all the way over to the Coffee County line at Kinston. Those areas are involved in this active tornado warning. Let me stress though, Ino, Kinston, Alberton, Elba, all those areas are not involved in a warning at this time. This is strictly for Covington County here in south central Alabama. Possible tornado is going to be on the back flank of that darker shade of red and purple in Covington County. Let's go back over to the velocity view just to set the scene for you here. You're looking at Covington County in south central Alabama. Here's Andalusia, there's Carolina, Florala is down here, and that is Opp. There's your new tornado warning polygon. And again, this is not the best signature that I have seen today. However, there no doubt is rotation involved with this thunderstorm that continues to move toward the city of Opp at about 35 miles per hour. Could have a brief spin-up tornado, and like we saw earlier, any tornado is a big deal. If it affects you or your street, it's a big deal. So again, for the folks in Opp, please be sheltered. Downtown, out on the bypass, doesn't matter where you are. You need to be sheltered at this point in the city of Opp. This does not include the city of Andalusia, by the way. If you are in Andalusia, you are A-OK right now with no tornado warning, and honestly, I would imagine that if you're in Andalusia, you probably won't get a tornado warning at this point, as this main line of thunderstorms has now pushed off to the east of Andalusia. And the good news is, once this line clears out of Covington County, that's it. We're going to do an all clear message after this clears out of Covington and Okaloosa for our local counties back to the west in southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. And I would imagine the tornado watch that's currently in effect for all of Covington and Butler counties will come to a close and be canceled, which is what we want to see. It has been a very long morning with multiple tornadoes being confirmed across the region, in addition to pretty extensive damage in several parts of the area. Looking at several other sources here to see if we see anything in the NWS chat system. And you know what? Let's go back to this high-res product, because the National Weather Service is indicating that there could be a tornadic debris signature associated with this. And yeah, I see it right there. So let's go back over to the iPad. This is a radar-confirmed tornado coming into the city of Opp. And again, this is a very, very serious situation, something that you certainly want to take seriously. We're dealing with now a confirmed tornado. And that little dot, I realize it doesn't look like much, but that is a confirmed tornado. When you look at this particular product, this is called correlation coefficient, and you start to see a signature like that associated with a velocity couplet, that is a tornadic debris signature. And so we'll advance that forward. It wasn't very pronounced at the time, and it still is not, but it likely was a tornado doing damage back here around Watkins Bridge along State Highway 55. There likely was a tornado, and I say likely, it was a confirmed tornado because we can see that debris being lofted into the sky on radar. So again, dealing with a tornado warning for the city of Opp for the next several minutes. This is not going to be one that lasts very long, but it is a big deal, and it can't be stressed enough for the folks that are in the city limits of Opp, Alabama. You need to be making it happen in terms of getting to that tornado safe place right now. Current time is 1:26 p.m. This has nothing to do with Red Level, nothing to do with Clearview, nothing to do with Andalusia, Carolina, or Rome. This is strictly for areas near Onika, Opp, Hornhill, and Babby. Right in through there is going to be your main tornado threat in Covington County. I have not seen anything in the way of confirmed damage reports. I will say cell service in the southern part of Covington County, just from going through there many times over the years, as recently as a few weeks ago, it is very sparse down in through here in the southern part of the county. And so if a tornado has happened in southern Covington County, we may not hear about it for several hours, as again, down in through here, it's just so hard to get a good cell phone signal. But this storm is moving, unfortunately, into a more populated area. Zooming in real tight on Covington County, the airport is right in through here, the Andalusia Opp Regional Airport. And so this tornado will likely pass to the southeast of there, coming into areas near Hornhill and Babby right now, coming into Opp in about 2 to 3 minutes, and ultimately this possible tornado is going to emerge on the other side of Opp, out near the lake, and also out near Fleta Junior High School in about 5 to 10 minutes. So this is a quick hitting system. And again, for our friends in Opp, Alabama, here it is. This is your moment to make it happen, all right? Please get to that tornado safe place right now if you are at the city of Opp, Alabama. Can't be stressed enough. And we will see if the Weather Service in Tallahassee decides to extend this tornado warning into parts of Coffee County, downwind of that, because Elba would be next in line, maybe just to the north of Elba, but still right in through there could have our next tornado warning downwind of this newer polygon in Covington County. Also seeing several reports on Twitter of the ongoing flash flood situation across our region. These storms that extend down into Okaloosa County as well really are dropping copious amounts of rainfall. Big storms right now coming into Destin and also Fort Walton Beach. This is southern Okaloosa County. No warning on that specifically, but I do see several flashes of lightning over the last few minutes, and thus I wouldn't be shocked if you're hearing very loud thunder in Destin coming into areas near Sandestin and ultimately Santa Rosa Beach. And so big time storms about to move into Santa Rosa Beach and also areas there near Niceville as well. So if you're in Niceville, you certainly will want to be inside away from windows as these storms come through. But again, we are here to talk about this ongoing tornado threat for the city of Opp, Alabama. This tornado warning is in effect until 1:45 local time. And let's go back over to the velocity view and see if we can try to piece together exactly what the Weather Service is looking at, because again, that signature is it's broad. It's not the best looking signature I've seen all day. It's not the worst either, however. And so with that said, could have a possible tornado tracking something like that right into the city of Opp. And so it can't be stressed enough, again, for Opp, please be in your safe place. Same thing at Babby, same thing at Hornhill and Onika, which is on the U.S. Highway 331 corridor. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we would encourage no travel at this point on U.S. Highway 331 from the Jackson Lake, Frank Jackson Lake, above or north of Opp, all the way southbound to, let's say, Florala, just to keep it simple and keep it, the way that we want to do it. Course of least regret. I see that signature near Hornhill is really ramping up in that last frame. That's one to watch. Could have a tornado right in through there. right there, very near Horn Hill. And unfortunately, that's kind of a worst case scenario coming into Opp in terms of the overall signature. Now, is there a tornado down? I don't know. I hope there's not, but with a signature like that, there very well could be. As this thing works its way into the city of Opp. I will tell you though, if there is a tornado down, I would imagine that we're going to know very quickly, as there are a lot of folks who live in Opp, Babby, Horn Hill, and Oneika, and this general area. And so if something is down, I would imagine that someone has eyes on it in southern Covington County. I am watching those Facebook comments in addition to our ongoing inbox messages. And you know what? The southern tornado warning, just to clarify that, has just been canceled. And so this is I'm glad the Weather Service did that. And you know what? Just like that, they've actually canceled the whole warning. So again, this signature, even though it ramped up there for a minute, we're gonna wait one more frame and make sure this tornado warning goes off the board. But the Weather Service has decided that this is decreasing in overall strength, and most likely is going to allow this to be canceled in a matter of moments. Let's hang out with it, one more frame and just see on this velocity view. But again, it looks like the Weather Service is going to cancel it. In fact, it appears on our big system that they have canceled it. So let's put this in motion and see, and make absolutely sure before we give you an all clear. I can tell you this, if you're at Florala, no doubt about it, you get an all clear. Same thing at Lockhart, same thing at Watkins Bridge in the southern part of Covington County. And yeah, the tornado warning is gone. We are seeing multiple confirmations of that in NWS chat. It's gone. So again, no active tornado warning as of 1:32 p.m. The system near Opp has weakened to the point that the Weather Service is going to let this go. And again, watching this line of strong to severe thunderstorms push to the east. This is the last of the bad weather for today in terms of the overall tornado risk. Now, don't get me wrong, you may have some more rain before the end of the day, but the overall risk of tornadoes is about to come to a close for our entire local area here in southwest Alabama and northwest Florida to the west of Crestview and Destin. This is the last of it in Covington and Okaloosa counties. Once this crosses into Coffee, Geneva, and Walton counties, those counties belong to the National Weather Service in Tallahassee, Dothan TV market here, Panama City Beach TV market there. And so once you cross into Walton, you go into the Panama City market and thus out of our area. And the good news is, again, no tornado warnings for any part of Alabama or Florida as of 1:33 p.m. We do note there's one tornado warning across the Chattahoochee River over in Georgia this afternoon. We'll let Georgia deal with that. So let's look at one final view of the radar before we get out of your hair, because again, we have no active tornado warnings as of at 1:34 p.m. We do, however, have ongoing flash flood warnings across our region. Heavy rain continues right now in Opp, and I wouldn't be shocked if you had gusty winds in the city of Opp and also near Oneika over the next few minutes as that formerly tornado-warned storm moves by. Again, very heavy rain, gusty winds, perhaps as high as, say, 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts as this moves through. And again, this storm is going to exit out of Covington County to the east in about, say, 20 minutes max. So that certainly is a good thing. Working down the line, here's northwest Florida. Very heavy rain coming into Destin and Choctawhatchee Bay near Mid-Bay Bridge, south of Niceville there. Same thing near Fort Walton Beach back over to Mary Esther. You've also got heavy rain falling here in the northern part of Walton County near Defuniak Springs, extending up to Glendale. Those storms going to continue to work their way to the east. So again, heavy weather coming through Niceville, Destin, Fort Walton Beach over the next 20 to 30 minutes, and then we are done with the severe weather risk. Yes, indeed, there are some showers happening, extending from Holt and Harold all the way back down to Milton and ultimately Pensacola and Warrington, but those showers are under severe limits, which is what we like to see, especially after a long day of severe weather. Same thing in Butler County, by the way. You got several showers happening even in the northern part of Conecuh County as well. Those showers way under severe limits. So let's go back to our storm real quick in Opp, because again, we were here because of the tornado warning that was formerly in effect for parts of northern Covington County, including the city of Opp. But again, that tornado warning has been canceled. It was canceled about 3 minutes ago. And this is just a heavier shower now, really a thunderstorm, moving by that is not most likely going to be hazardous. We'll keep watching the radar over the next several minutes and bring you the latest in the Red Zone Weather app. Be looking for that all clear message in about 30 to 45 minutes max, as this line of thunderstorms continues pushing to the east, thus giving us the severe weather all clear. More rain possible in the hours ahead in the form of scattered showers, and if you happen to be going to the beach, keep in mind that those rip currents and high waves are going to continue long after this severe weather mess gets out of here. So again, please stay out of the water, especially if there's a red flag at your beach location. On behalf of all of us at Red Zone Group LLC, I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson saying goodbye for now. Hopefully that's our last tornado warning. I suspect it will be. Our next regularly scheduled video will be posted on Monday. Plenty more updates coming in the Red Zone Weather app between now and then. I hope you have a good evening. We will see you soon.